Hello everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning. In today's video, we will be doing 50 most important MCQ questions from the chapter Trigonometry of class 10th. Please make sure you are practicing all of these questions. It will definitely be helpful for you to solve any question of the MCQ type if it comes in the exam. So let's get started. The very first question is, if 5 tan theta minus 12 equal to 0, then find the value of sin theta. Looking at the options, let's write what is given first of all. So 5 tan theta minus 12 equal to 0. So 5 tan theta will be equal to 12 and tan theta will be equal to 12 by 5. What is tan theta? What ratio of the sides of a right angle triangle is equal to tan theta? Let's see that as well. So if you take your right angle triangle, let your right angle triangle be ABC, which is right angled at B. The side which is right in front of your 90 degree is your hypotenuse. The side which is right in front of your reference angle theta is either, you can call it opposite side or your perpendicular, and the third side is your adjacent side or your base. So whenever you have your right angle triangle, which is what we will be dealing with in the entire chapter of trigonometry, you have to know these trigonometric ratios. So there is a mnemonic to remember. So please bring pizza before having hamburger is the mnemonic that I have been using for a long time. So the ratio is sin theta is nothing but perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos is nothing but base by hypotenuse. Tan is perpendicular by base. The reciprocal of tan is cot, which is base by perpendicular. The reciprocal of cos is secant. Reciprocal of sin is cosecant. So this is something which I'm sure all of you would have learned if you have started trigonometry already. So tan theta, this is nothing but, this is the ratio of perpendicular by base. Right? So this is a ratio. So let your perpendicular be 12x, or you can take it as 12k, and let your base be 5x. Let's calculate our hypotenuse using our Pythagoras theorem. So we know hypotenuse is nothing but, the Pythagoras theorem states AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. The longest side in a right angle triangle is always your hypotenuse. So according to your Pythagoras theorem, h square is equal to p square plus b square. Let's substitute the values. P is nothing but 12x the whole square plus base is nothing but 5x the whole square. What is 12x the whole square? 144x square plus 5x the whole square, 25x square. When you add them, you get 169x square. So h is equal to plus or minus square root of 169x square. So you don't have a negative unit of measurement for a side. So you will take only the positive values. Root of 169 is 13. Root of x square is x. So we have got our hypotenuse. So we know perpendicular, we know base, and we know our hypotenuse. Now let us find out our sin theta. So what is sin theta equal to? Sin theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So we will do sin theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. What is our perpendicular? 12x divided by hypotenuse is 13x. So x and x would get cancelled. The answer is 12 by 13. So you can calculate or any of the ratios, right? Now here you were asked sin theta. If you were asked cos theta, what would be your answer? Base by hypo. Base means 5 by 13 would be your answer. If you ask cosecant theta, what would be your answer? 13 divided by 12. If you ask secant theta, h by b. So 13 by 5. If you ask cot theta, that means it's just the reciprocal. So it will be, you don't even have to do all of these. It will be 5 by 12. So any of the 6 ratios can be found out if you know 3 things: perpendicular, base, and hypotenuse. You can find any of these 6 ratios can be found. Another thing is, if you are given any 2 sides, you can find out the third side using the Pythagoras theorem. And if you know the 3 sides of a right angle triangle, you can calculate all of these 6 trigonometric ratios. So here for this question, the correct answer is option number B. That is 12 by 13. I hope it's clear. Please make sure you're doing it in a notebook with your pen, okay? Just by watching a video or listening to a online lecture will not at all be sufficient for you to do this correctly. You have to practice it. So please make sure you take a pen and a notebook and practice questions. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. If tan theta is equal to 5 by 12, find the value of sin theta plus cos theta divided by sin theta minus cos theta. Again, very easy question. So in all the questions that I'll be doing today, sin theta, for the convenience, I'll just write it as S. Cos theta, I would write it as C. Right? So what is given in the question is sin theta plus cos theta divided by sin theta minus cos theta. What I can do is I can divide the numerator and denominator by cos theta. Okay, so what will I get? Sin by cos plus cos by cos is the numerator divided by sin by cos minus cos by cos. Right? What is sin theta by cos theta? Always remember, sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. Okay, so sin by cos is nothing but tan theta plus cos by cos will be 1 either in both numerator and denominator. So tan theta plus 1 divided by, you have tan theta minus 1. And according to the question, you are already given tan theta is equal to 5 by 12. So let's just substitute it. So 5 by 12 minus 1 divided by 5 by 12. So plus 1 divided by 5 by 12 minus 1. So you can take the LCM. So 5 plus 12, that divided by 12 will get cancelled. Whole divided by 5 minus 12 by 12. Right? So the denominator, the denominator fraction in both will get cancelled. Okay, in both the fractions, upper and lower fraction will get cancelled. So what is 5 plus 12? It is 17 divided by 5 minus 12 is minus 7. That's your answer. So minus 17 by 7. Option number A is the correct answer. Whenever you are given tan and if you have something in terms of sin and cos, always remember to divide numerator and denominator by cos so that you can directly get your tan value. We will see more questions based on the same type. Let's move on to the third question. Again, see, it's a similar type. You are given tan, you are asked the value in terms of sin and cos. So we are going to do the same thing. Here you are given tan A, 2 tan A equal to 3. So tan A will be equal to 3 by 2. Let's keep it aside. So you are given 4 sin A plus 3 cos A divided by 4 sin A minus 3 cos A. So again, divide numerator and denominator by cos A. So what would you have? 4 sin by cos plus 3 cos by cos whole divided by 4 sin by cos minus 3 cos by cos. So cos theta by cos theta is always 1. What is sin by cos? I just told you it is tan theta. Tan A. Yeah, 4 tan A plus 3 divided by 4 tan A minus 3. Just substitute the value of tan A, 3 by 2. So 4 into 3 by 2 plus 3 whole divided by 4 multiplied by 3 by 2 minus 3. So if you cancel, 2 2s are 4. So what is 2 into 3? It is 6 plus 3 divided by 6 minus 3. So 6 plus 3 is 9 by 3, which is 3. So the correct answer is option number C, which is 3. Okay. So whenever you have sin and cos, expression in terms of sin and cos, and if you know tan, divide all the terms by cos. Okay. So you will be getting directly tan. You can substitute the value and solve it. Let's move on to the fourth question. Here you are given cos theta. So cos theta is nothing but cos theta is given as root 3 by 2. There are multiple ways of doing it, but let me tell you, this is equal to base by hypotenuse, right? So let your base be equal to root 3x, let your hypotenuse be 2x, since it's a ratio. let's use our Pythagoras theorem in order to find out what is your perpendicular. So h square equal to p square plus b square we know. So what is p square equal to? It is h square minus base square. H square is nothing but 2x the whole square minus, what is your base? Root 3x the whole square. So this is equal to 4x square minus root 3 the whole square is 3x square. So this is just x square. So what will be a perpendicular? Plus or minus root of x square, which is just x. So perpendicular is x. Now let us find out what is our cosecant theta. So cosecant of theta will be hypotenuse by perpendicular. What is our hypotenuse? 2x by perpendicular is x, which is just, so x and x would get cancelled. Cosecant of theta is just 2. Let's find out what is secant theta. It is h by b. It is the reciprocal of cos. So h is nothing but 2x divided by base is root 3x. Again, this is equal to 2 by root 3. Let's substitute these two here. So therefore, cosecant square theta minus secant square theta whole divided by cosecant square theta plus secant square theta. Just substitute. So cosecant theta is 2. So cosecant square means 2 square minus 2 by root 3 the whole square whole divided by, again, 2 square plus 2 by root 3 the whole square. So 2 square is 4 minus 4 by 3 whole divided by 4 plus 4 by 3. Take the LCM. So what would you have? So 12 minus 4 by 3 whole divided by 12 plus 4 by 3. So you have to know how to take the LCM, right? Here it is divided by 1. So the LCM of 1 and 3 would be 3. So 1 multiplied by what will give you 3? It is 3. So 3 into 4, 12. Minus, minus. So 3 into what will give you 3? It is just 1. So 1 into 4 is 4. Okay? So this is equal to, again, the denominator of both the upper and lower fraction will get cancelled. So this is nothing but 12 minus 4, which is 8 divided by 12 plus 4, 16. So this is nothing but 1 by 2. Let's see the option. Option number C is the correct answer. 1 by 2 is the right answer. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. You have to solve and tell what is this trigonometric identity equal to. So you are given 1 by cosecant. What is, so if you take the reciprocal, 1 by cosecant theta is equal to sine theta, or 1 by sine theta is equal to cosecant theta, right? 1 by sine is equal to cosecant. So you have to use in whichever way it comes. 1 by secant theta is equal to cos theta. Or I can also say 1 over cos is equal to secant theta. 1 by cot is equal to tan theta, right? Reciprocal. Or I can say 1 over tan is equal to cot theta. Okay, please remember it. So here, according to the question, what is 1 by cosecant equal to? It is sine. So let me write sine theta divided by 1 minus, what is cot theta in terms of sine and cos? So let me write that as well. So sine by cos is equal to tan theta, right? Cos by sine is equal to cot theta. Okay, please remember this as well. So if you are asked to write tan in terms of sine and cos, remember tan theta is equal to sine by cos. Okay, and let me elaborately write sine theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta, and it's the reciprocal. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So you have to flip the numerator and denominator. Cos theta by sine theta is equal to cot theta. So here, whenever you are asked to express tan or cot in terms of sine and cos, you can definitely write tan as sine by cos, cot as cos by sine. So here, I would write, see, look at the options here. 0, 1, sine plus cos, sine minus cos. So I have to convert everything into sine and cos. So 1 by cosecant is nothing but sine. I have written it. Whole divided by 1 minus cot. What is cot in terms of sine and cos? It's cos by sine. So cos theta by sine theta plus, again, what is 1 by secant? It is cos theta, right? So I'll write cos theta divided by 1 minus, what is tan in terms of sine and cos? It is sine by cos. Correct? So let's solve it. Take the LCM. So sine divided by, in the denominator if you're taking the LCM, it is sine. So sine minus cos is what you'll be getting in the denominator. Plus cos divided by cos minus sine divided by cos. Okay. So when you're solving a fraction, right? If you have a fraction, say A by B divided by C by D. If you have to combine, you have to combine like this. Yeah, numerator of the upper fraction multiplied by denominator of the lower fraction. And these two will get multiplied. Denominator of the upper fraction and the numerator of the lower fraction would get. So this will be equal to A into D divided by B into C. Right? So always remember. So this S is nothing but S by 1. Right? This is S by 1. And here cos, I can write it as cos by 1. So how will I combine the terms? The numerator of the above fraction with the denominator of the below fraction can be multiplied. These two will be multiplied together. Right? Numerator of the above with the denominator of the below. Denominator of the above fraction with the numerator of. So this is how you will solve any two fractions. Right? If there are two fractions in the form of upper by lower. Okay. So if you have fractions in the numerator and denominator, and if you have to combine them, solve them. So this is how you combine. So what is sine into sine? It is sine square divided by 1 into sine minus. So I am multiplying sine into sine, right? This is how the arrow goes. It's sine square. And then 1 multiplied by sine minus cos. Again, it is sine minus cos plus cos into cos, cos square divided by 1 by what? 1 multiplied by cos minus sine, which is cos minus sine. So I'm telling you this elaborately because there are students who might be still confused with how to solve if you have a fraction in the numerator and in the denominator. This would be helpful. Right? So here in the first fraction you have sine minus cos. In the second fraction you have cos minus sine. So if you take 1 minus 1 common out, right, you can convert it into sine minus, the signs will get changed. So sine square divided by sine minus cos. I'm taking 1 minus 1 common out. So this will make it cos square divided by sine minus cos. Again, take the LCM. So what will you have? Sine square minus cos square divided by sine minus cos. A square minus B square. So this is nothing but sine plus cos into sine minus cos divided by sine theta minus cos theta. Correct? So again, sine theta minus cos theta will get cancelled. What is the answer that you're getting? Sine theta plus cos theta is the answer. So what is the answer? Option number C, sine theta plus cos theta is the answer. So this question can even be asked for a 2-mark question if you have to solve for it, right? Solve, you'll be given this question. Then you'll have to simplify it, use the reciprocal and quotient identity of trigonometry and do it. I hope it's clear, and please don't get confused with me writing sine in terms of S and cos in terms of C. It is just for simplicity and the ease of solving. Right? Let's move on to the 6th question. Yeah. If sine theta is equal to cos theta, then you have to find the value of tan square theta plus cot square theta. Very easy question. So if sine theta is equal to cos theta, then sine theta divided by cos theta will be equal to 1. How will it be equal to 1? So if you cross multiply, 1 into cos theta is cos theta. Sine theta equal to cos theta, it still satisfies. What is sine by cos? I just told you what is sine theta by cos theta. It is equal to tan. Right? So tan theta is equal to 1. In the question that you are asked to find both tan square theta and cot square theta. So if tan theta is 1, what will be tan square theta? Tan square will be 1 square, which is again 1. What is cot theta? So cot theta will be equal to, it's nothing but, it is the reciprocal of tan theta. So this is nothing but 1 by 1, which is still 1. Therefore, you can write tan square theta plus cot square theta is equal to again 1 square plus 1 square, which is equal to 2. And that's your answer. So option number A is the correct answer. So here I'm explaining each and every question and telling you how to do. Okay, and that's why this video might be long. But then if you know how to do, then I think it's just you can do it within 30 seconds as well, or within a minute. It should hardly take you 1 minute to solve. An MCQ is that category in your question paper wherein if you have 20 marks out of 80, you can get entire 20 marks if you are very, very good at MCQs of all the chapters. So let's move on to the 7th question. If tan 3 theta is equal to root 3, you have to check what will be theta by 2 equal to. So again, here you should know the trigonometric ratios of specific angles. Root 3 is nothing but tan 60. Remember it, okay? Tan 60 is root 3. So on comparing, what do you get? 3 theta is equal to 60 degree and theta is nothing but 60 by 3, which is 20 degree. So what is theta by 2 equal to? It is 20 by 2, which is 10 degree. The option number D is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. The question is, if sine 4 theta is equal to root 3 by 2, then you have to tell what is equal to theta by 3. So sine 4 theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Sine of which angle is equal to root 3 by 2 is what we have to know. So sine of 60 is root 3 by 2. So please remember, for a lot of questions in trigonometry, you need to know the trigonometric ratios of specific angles. So here what you see is sine 4 theta is equal to sine 60, which is root 3 by 2. On comparing, you get 4 theta is equal to 60 and theta is nothing but 60 by 4. So you have 15. Theta is equal to 15. So what is theta by 3 equal to? 15 by 3, which is 5 degree. Option number D is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Here the question is, if alpha plus beta is 90 degree and you are given alpha is equal to 2 beta, then cos square alpha plus sine square beta is equal to. So first of all, we have to find the value of alpha and beta. So you are given alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree. You are also given alpha is equal to 2 beta, right? Equation 1 and 2. Let's put 2 in 1. In place of alpha, I'm going to put 2 beta. 2 beta plus beta is equal to 90 degree. So 3 beta is equal to 90 and beta is equal to 90 divided by 3, which is 30 degree. So what will be alpha? Alpha will be equal to 2 times beta. Beta is 30 degrees. So alpha is equal to 60. So now that you have got alpha and beta, you can find out what is cos square alpha. What is alpha? 60 degrees. Cos square 60 plus sine square beta. In place of beta, I will put 30 degree. What is cos 60? It is 1 by 2. The whole square. Plus sine 30 is also 1 by 2. So again, as you are observing, that you have to be very, very good in identifying the values of the trigonometric ratios of angles. So here it is 1 by 2, the whole square is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is 2 by 4, which is 1 by 2. So the answer is 1 by 2. Option number B is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. If x multiplied by x times 2 tan 30 divided by 1 plus tan square 30 degree is equal to y times 2 tan 30 divided by 1 minus tan square 30 degree, then what is the ratio of x is to y? X by y is asked. So here, let's write the given question. X times 2 tan 30 degree divided by 1 plus tan square 30 is equal to y times 2 tan 30 divided by 1 minus tan square 30 degree is given. So you can cancel, since it's a product of x times 2 tan 30 to tan of 30 degree can be cancelled on either side. So what is x by y? X by y will be equal to, you can take the denominator of your LHS to the right hand side. So this will be 1 plus tan square 30 divided by 1 minus tan square 30. You have to find the value. What is tan 30? 1 by root 3. So 1 plus tan 30 is 1 by root 3, the whole square, divided by 1 minus 1 by root 3, the whole square. So this will be equal to 1 plus 1 by 3 whole divided by 1 minus 1 by 3. When you take the LCM, you will have 3 plus 1. The denominator by 3 will get cancelled in both numerator and denominator. So 3 plus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. 3 plus 1, 4 by 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So the correct answer is 2. I can write it as 2 by 1 because you are asked the ratio. So x by y is equal to 2 by 1. I can write x is to y in terms of ratio, 2 is to 1. So that's your required ratio of the two variables x and y. 2 is to 1 is the correct answer. Option number C is the correct answer. So as you see here also, in order to do this question, you should know what is the value of tan 30. 1 by root 3. Correct? So without knowing the value of the trigonometric ratios of these angles, you will not be able to solve a lot of questions. So the first most important thing is, in order to do this question very quickly, you have to be very fluent and confident in these angle values. Let's move to the 11th question. If tan square theta plus cot square alpha is equal to 2, where you're given theta is equal to 45 and alpha is greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 90, find the value of alpha is 30, 45, 60 and 90. So, but you're given theta is equal to 45. So let's substitute the value and find out what is alpha. So tan square theta is 45 plus cot square alpha is equal to 2. What is tan 45? It's just 1. 1 square is 1. So 1 plus cot square alpha is equal to 2. So cot square alpha is equal to 2 minus 1, which is 1. So cot of which angle? So cot square alpha is 1 means when you take the square root on both the sides, cot alpha will also be equal to 1. And this is equal to cot 45. Tan 45, cot 45 is all equal to 1. So you can, right? So on comparing, what do you get? Alpha is equal to 45. And 45 degree is definitely in between the range 0 to 90. So what is the value of alpha? It is 45 degree. Option number B is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. If cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 0, then you have to find the value of cos of alpha plus beta by 2. What is the value? Let's do it. So cos of which angle is 0? So if cos of alpha plus beta is equal to 0, cos 90 is 0. Okay, remember it. Cos 90 is 0. So on comparing, what do you get? Alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree. So what is asked? You are asked cos of alpha plus beta by 2. So cos of alpha plus beta is nothing but 90 degree divided by 2, which is nothing but cos 45 is asked. What is cos 45 degree? It is 1 by root 2. Right? Sin 45, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So the correct answer is option number A, which is 1 by root 2. Right? Let's move on to the next one. You are given cos theta. If cos theta is root 3 by 2 and sin phi is 1 by 2, find the value of tan of theta plus phi equal to. So again, here also you need the angles. So cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Which cos of which angle is root 3 by 2? Any guesses? So cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Okay. So theta is equal to On comparing, you get theta is equal to 30 degree. Similarly, you have sine 5 is equal to 1 by 2. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. So on comparing, you get phi is equal to 30 degree. What is now tan of theta plus phi? To substitute the angle values, so this is nothing but 30 plus 30, which is 60. What is tan 60? It is root 3. So the value is root 3. Option number A is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. 14th question. 2 tan 30 divided by 1 plus tan square 30 degree is equal to. Let's solve, just have to substitute. So what is tan 30? It is 1 by root 3. So 2 into 1 by root 3 divided by 1 plus tan 30, tan square 30. So it is 1 by root 3 the whole square. Let's solve it. So this is nothing but 2 by root 3 whole divided by 1 plus 1 by 3. So in the numerator you have 2 by root 3 divided by the denominator 3 plus 1, 4 by 3. As I told you how to multiply and solve if you have fractions in both numerator and denominator. So 2 into 3 is 6 divided by 4 root 3. Right? So here you can cancel out. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. And again, you can also cancel root 3. Root 3 by 2 will be, 3 is nothing but root 3 into root 3. So 1 root 3 will get cancelled. So the final answer is root 3 by 2. And which of the angle that is given here is root 3 by 2? If you take sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Correct? The option number A is correct answer. What is tan 60? It is root 3. Cos 60, 1 by 2. What is sine 30? Again 1 by 2. So this is equal to, what is root 3 by 2? Sine of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Okay, again. So I'm kind of reiterating in every question how important it is to know about the trigonometric values of specific angles, right? 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Please learn it. It will help you solve questions really quickly. Moving on to the 15th MCQ question here. So you're given 5 by 8 secant square 60 minus tan square 60 plus cos square 45 is equal to. Just substitute the values of specific angles and let's do it. So 5 by 8 multiplied by secant square 60. It is 1 by cos, right? So it is reciprocal of 1 by 2, which is 2. So 2 square minus tan 60 root 3 the whole square plus cos 45 by root 2 the whole square. So on solving, what do you get? 5 by 8 multiplied by 4 minus 3 plus 1 by 2. So we can cancel it. So 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 3. So this is 6 by 2 minus 3, which is 3 minus 3, which is 0. So the answer is option number C, 0. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 16. Given that sine alpha is equal to root 3 by 2 and you're given tan beta is 1 by root 3, then the value of cos of alpha minus beta is. So let's do it. So if sine alpha is equal to root 3 by 2. So sine of which angle is root 3 by 2? It is sine 60. So on comparing, you get alpha is equal to 60 degree. Tan beta you're given as 1 by root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So I'm directly going to write beta will be equal to, on comparing, beta is 30 degree. So alpha is 60, beta is 30. You are asked to find cos of alpha minus beta, which is cos of 60 minus 30 degree, which is cos 30, that is equal to root 3 by 2. So the correct answer is root 3 by 2, option number A. Let's move on to the 17th question. The value of theta for which 2 sine 2 theta is equal to 1 is 15, 30, 45 degree, 60 degree. Let's check it out. So you are given 2 sine 2 theta is equal to 1. So sine 2 theta is nothing but 1 by 2. And sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So sine of 2 theta is equal to sine 30. So on comparing, what you get? 2 theta is equal to 30. Theta is equal to 15 degrees. What are you asked? Yes, the value of theta for which 2 sine 2 theta is equal to 1 is theta equal to 15 degree. Option number A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Yeah. Cos theta divided by root of 1 minus cos square theta is equal to. Again, let me tell you an important identity. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. If you are asked cos square theta or cos theta in terms of sine square theta or sine theta, you can write 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. Or you can also write sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Right? So if you take square root on both the sides, you will get cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sine square theta. Here in the second one, if you take the square root, you will get sine theta is equal to root of 1 minus cos square theta. So you can easily express sine in terms of cos or cos in terms of sine, but the base identity is this. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So here, what is this? Root of 1 minus cos square. So what is 1 minus cos square equal to sine square theta? So I'm going to use that. Cos theta divided by root of, what is 1 minus cos square? It is sine square theta. This is equal to cos theta divided by root of sine square is just sine theta. So what is cos by sine? It is cot theta. That's your answer. Option number A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. The value of tan A into cosecant A the whole square minus sine A into secant A the whole square is. So let's do, the easiest way to do is convert everything into sine and cos. So tan A is sine by cos multiplied by cosecant is 1 by sine the whole square minus sine multiplied by secant is 1 by cos the whole square. Let's solve it. So here you can see sine and sine getting cancelled. What is left? It is just 1 by cos the whole square minus sine by cos the whole square. So this is nothing but 1 by cos square minus sine square by cos square. When you take the LCM, denominator will have a cos square, numerator will have 1 minus sine square. What is 1 minus sine square? Is nothing but cos square. So cos square A divided by cos square A, which is equal to 1. The answer is 1. Option B is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. I hope it's clear. Again, this is also based on 1 minus sine square equal to cos square. 1 minus cos square is equal to sine square. Sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. Right? Remember these identities. The 20th question of today. Yeah. Cot theta plus tan theta is equal to. Whenever you are asked like this, convert everything into sine and cos. So cot theta plus tan theta is equal to, cot is nothing but cos by sine plus tan is sine by cos. Take the LCM, sine into cos. So numerator will have, how do you do the LCM? So sine into what will give you sine into cos? It is cos, right? So cos into the numerator will be cos square plus, again, sine square. What is sine square plus cos square? It is just 1. So 1 by sine theta into cos theta. What is 1 by sine theta? It is cosecant theta. 1 by cos is nothing but secant theta, and that's your answer. Is there an answer of this? So this is cosecant, right? The first one. This is cosecant into secant. Cosecant theta into secant theta. Okay. I hope this is cosecant. Let's move on to the next question. The value of tan square theta minus 1 by cos theta into secant theta is. Let's do it. So what is 1 by cos? It's secant. Let's do it. So tan square theta minus, within bracket, 1 by cos, we can write it as secant theta multiplied by, there is already an existing secant theta. So this is nothing but tan square theta minus secant square theta. Now there is an identity which you should know, which is nothing but secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So if you take everything to the other side, right, if tan theta goes to the RHS, it will become plus tan theta, plus tan square. Secant, if it goes to the right hand side, it will become minus secant square theta. If 1 goes, let me write it clearly. Yeah, secant square. Is it clear? If I take tan square to the RHS, assume that this is the RHS, it will become plus tan square. Secant, if it goes to the other side, it will become minus secant square. 1, if it comes to the LHS, it will become minus 1. Correct? So tan square theta minus secant square theta is equal to minus 1. Right? Remember this identity. Secant square is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. You can either remember these identities in any form you want to. Right? Secant square minus tan square equal to 1. Similarly, cosecant square minus cot square is also equal to 1. Right? So here we are asked tan square minus secant square. This is equal to minus 1. And that's your answer. Option number C is the correct answer. Important. Please make a note of it. Let's move on to the next question. In a right angle triangle, let's draw a right angle triangle. Let this be a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at A. So this is your A. Right angled at A means angle A is 90 degree. If sine B is sine B, that means where is the reference angle? Reference angle is at B. This is C. So which is your hypotenuse? This is your hypotenuse. This AC is your perpendicular and this is your base. You are given sine B is nothing but 1 by 4, which is nothing but perpendicular by hypotenuse. You have to find the value of secant B. So let us find out all the three. So let your perpendicular be 1x. Let your hypotenuse be 4x. So according to your Pythagoras theorem, h square equal to p square plus b square. So base square will be equal to h square minus p square. Right? What is h? 4x the whole square minus x the whole square. So this is nothing but 16x square minus x square, which is 15x square. So what is your base? Base will be equal to root 15x. So I know now all my three ratios, three sides. Perpendicular length is 1x, hypotenuse is 4x and base is root 15x. Now I have to find the value of secant B. Secant B is nothing but hypotenuse by base. What is hypotenuse? 4x. Base is root 15x. So x and x would get cancelled. The answer is 4 by root of 15. Option number D is the correct answer. I hope it's clear. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 23. The value of sine square theta plus 1 by 1 plus tan square theta is. Let's solve it. So you have got sine square theta plus 1 by, what is 1 plus tan square? So if you remember, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So I can write secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So 1 plus tan square theta can be replaced with secant square theta. And what is sine square theta plus 1 by secant square is nothing but cos square theta, right? And what is sine square by cos square? It is equal to 1. So the answer is option number C1. Question number 24. If secant theta minus tan theta is equal to m, then the value of secant theta plus tan theta is. Let's do it. So as I just told you about the previous, the secant tan identity, the same thing here. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This you have to remember it. If I expand secant square minus tan square using a square minus b square formula, what can I expand it as? a plus b, that is secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta. A plus b into a minus b is equal to 1. What am I asked here? I am given secant minus tan. I am asked secant plus tan. So let my secant theta plus tan theta remain. So this is equal to 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. So what is secant minus tan? It is m. So this is nothing but 1 by m. Always remember, if you are given any one, right? If secant minus tan is m, secant plus tan will be the reciprocal 1 by m. So that's your answer. Option number A is your correct answer. If you, on the other hand, if you are given 1 plus tan is equal to say p, and if you are asked what is secant minus tan, then this would be 1 by p. Just take the reciprocal and directly write. You don't have to solve all of these. Right? Let's move on to the next question. Question number 25. Here, there's a small thing here. This is equal to. Okay? This is equal to. Yeah. Let's do this. If x by 3 is equal to 2 sine A, y by 3 equal to 2 cos A, then find the value of x square plus y square. Let me rewrite it again. So, x by 3 is equal to 2 sine A. Cross multiply what is x? X is equal to 3 2s are 6 sine A. Similarly, y by 3 is equal to 2 cos A. So, when you cross multiply, what is y equal to? 6 cos A. Correct? Let's find out what is x square plus y square. Just square it. So, 6 sine A the whole square plus 6 cos A the whole square. This is nothing but 36 sine square A plus 36 cos square A. Take 36 common out. You'll have sine square A plus cos square A, which is sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. So 36 into 1, which is 36 is the correct answer. Option number A is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, if sine A is equal to 2 by 3, then the value of cot A is, you have some options here. Let's do it the easy way, the other way. So we were doing earlier, we were doing it with the help of the trigonometric ratio, right? So sine is equal to P by H. So we were taking let perpendicular be 2x, like hypotenuse be 3x. We were finding the base using the Pythagoras theorem and then applying it here, right? Cot theta is equal to base by perpendicular. But today we'll be using, right now, in this question, we'll be using the identities. See, you know sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1, right? So so you need, cot is nothing but cos by sine. You need cos. So cos square A will be equal to 1 minus sine square A, right? What is cos A? You have to take the square root on both the sides. Square root of 1 by root of 1 minus sine square A, which is nothing but root of 1 minus. So just apply. Sin A is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 the whole square. So here you have got cos A is equal to, under square root, you have 1 minus 4 by 9. Take the LCM inside the square root. So 9 minus 4 is 5 by 9. This is equal to root 5 by root 9. Root 9 I can write it as 3. So the answer for cos A is root 5 by 3. But what are you asked? You are asked cot A. What is cot A? Cos by sine. Cos A by sine A. What is cos A? Root 5 by 3. What is sine A? It's already given. Sine A is 2 by 3. So this by 3 will get cancelled and the answer is root 5 by 2 is the correct answer. Root 5 by 2. Option number A is the correct answer. Let's move on to the 27th question. Cot square theta minus 1 by sine square theta is equal to. Convert everything into sine and cos. So cot square is nothing but cos square theta divided by sine square theta minus 1 by sine square theta is equal to, when you take the LCM denominator sine square theta, you have got cos square theta minus 1. So see, sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. If I need cos square minus 1 will be equal to minus sine square theta, right? So cos square minus 1 will be equal to minus sine square. So be careful about it. So this is equal to minus sine square theta divided by sine square theta. This is equal to minus 1. Right? This is equal to minus 1. So where is the option? Option number D is the correct answer. Right? Let's move on to the 28th question. So you are given, if secant theta, again this is a very similar question that we just did. I told you to just take the reciprocal. Secant minus tan is 1 by 3. Then what will be secant theta plus tan theta? It will just be the reciprocal. 1 by 1 divided by, so let me write the formula here again. So secant theta plus tan theta will be equal to 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. Correct? This is equal to 1 by 1 by 3. So 3 will go up. So it's nothing but reciprocal of 1 by 3, which is just 3. Option number D is the correct answer. And where is this coming from? This is coming from the identity secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And then you expand this as secant theta plus tan theta multiplied by secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Right? A plus B into A minus B equal to 1. So A plus B will be equal to 1 by A minus B, or A minus B will be equal to 1 by A plus B. So you should not even be in your exam, if such questions are asked, need not solve at all. Just directly write the option. Let's do the next question, 29th question. Yeah. Secant square theta minus 1 multiplied by cosecant square theta minus 1 is equal to. So again, this also uses the identity. So what is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So what is secant square theta minus 1 equal to? It is equal to tan square theta. Right? Similarly, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So what is cosecant square theta minus 1 equal to? It will be equal to cot square theta. So these are the important identities that you have to learn. So right now we'll be making use of these two. Secant square minus 1 is nothing but tan square theta multiplied by cosecant square minus 1 is equal to cot square theta. So tan square theta remains as it is, multiplied by cot square is nothing but 1 by tan square theta. So tan square will get cancelled. It's equal to 1. The answer is equal to 1. Option number B is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. 30th question. Which of the following is true for all values of theta? So which identity is true here? As we were seeing, secant square minus tan square equal to 1 is the correct answer. This is the correct identity. Okay, or if you had an option, cosecant square minus cot square is also equal to 1. Sine square plus cos square is also equal to 1. But none of the other three identities are correct here. Option number C is correct. Okay, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And what are the other identities which are derived? You can write secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Right? Or the other way of writing it is, you can write tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. So these are the derived identities. If any of these were also there, you should be able to choose that as the correct answer for all the values of theta between 0 and 90 degree. Let's move on to the 31st question. Yeah. Given sine theta is equal to P by Q, tan theta is equal to, you have to write it in terms of P and Q. So let's do it. As you know about the identity, sine square plus cos square equal to 1. You are given sine, you have to find cos. If you find cos, you'll be able to find tan. So what is cos square equal to? It is 1 minus sine square theta. Cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sine square theta. So let's use that identity. Cos theta is equal to square under root 1 minus sine square theta. You are given sine theta, just substitute it. So root of 1 minus p by q the whole square. This is equal to square root of 1 minus p square by q square. This is equal to root of LCM is q square. So you have q square minus p square divided by q square. So split up the square root. Numerator you will have root of q square minus p square divided by, in the denominator it will be root of q square, which is just q. This is your cos theta. You already know your sine theta, right? Sine theta is given in the question, P by Q. Therefore, tan theta will be equal to sine theta divided by cos theta. What is sine theta? It is P by Q whole divided by cos theta is nothing but root of Q square minus P square divided by Q. This divided by Q will get cancelled in both numerator and denominator. So the answer will be P divided by root of Q square minus P square. That's your answer. P divided by root of Q square minus P square. Okay. So P divided by root of Q square minus P square is the correct answer. Option number C. Is it clear? I hope it's clear. I'm also making a note as to which identity are we using here in each question. So please do make a note of it. Let's move on to the next question. The simplest form of, you are given an identity. You have to write it in the simplest form. So what is 1 minus cos square? It is sine square. So let me write it directly. Root of 1 minus cos square theta is sine square theta, and 1 plus tan square, I just told you, it is secant square theta. So this is equal to root of sine square theta multiplied by secant can be written as 1 by cos square theta. So this is equal to within the square root you will have sine square theta divided by cos square theta, which is root of tan square theta, which is just tan theta. And that's your answer. Option number D is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. The question is, if sine square theta plus sine theta is equal to 1, then the value of cos square theta plus cos to the power 4 theta will be. Very, very easy question. So you are given sine square theta plus sine theta is equal to 1. So what is sine theta equal to? It is 1 minus sine square theta. And what is 1 minus sine square theta? It's equal to cos square theta. So what you get is sine theta is equal to cos square theta. This is one thing that you need. So for cos square theta, you will write it as sine theta, and then squaring both the sides. Squaring both sides, you would get sine square theta is equal to cos square theta the whole square. Cos square theta the whole square. So what is a square the whole square? It's a to the power 4. So similarly, cos square theta the whole square will be cos to the power 4 theta is equal to sine square theta. So this is another important value that you need in order to answer this question. So here what you are asked is cos square theta plus cos to the power 4 theta. Cos square theta is nothing but it is sine theta plus cos to the power 4 theta is nothing but sine square theta, whose value is already given to you in the question. It is equal to 1. So the answer is option number B, that is 1. Let's move on to the next question. The distance between the points, you are given 2 points. So unlike the same formula, the distance formula that you study in coordinate geometry, it's the same thing that you have to apply it here. So let your point A be A cos theta plus B sin theta, comma 0 be 1 point. The other point B, coordinate of the point B be 0, comma A sin theta minus B cos theta. So according to the distance formula, what is the distance formula? Root of. So suppose the first point is x1 comma y1, right? And the point B is x2 comma y2. So every point will have an x coordinate, y coordinate. In that case, the distance formula will be x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Right? Let's apply this here. So what is your x1? This entire thing is your x1. Here your y2 is the second term, right? There is a comma here. Let's apply it. So the distance d will be equal to root of, what is x2? x2 is 0. So let me write here 0 minus x1, that is a cos theta plus b sin theta the whole square, and then plus y2 minus y1. What is your y2? It is a sin theta minus b cos theta minus 0 the whole square. So this is equal to root of square root of, you have a cos theta plus b sin theta the whole square plus again a sin theta minus b cos theta the whole square. Okay, so again a plus b the whole square, you can expand it using the formula a square plus b square plus 2ab, and for the second one a minus b the whole square, you can expand it using a square plus b square minus 2ab. So let's do it. A square cos square theta a square plus b square sin square theta plus 2ab cos theta sin theta. This is the first one, a plus b the whole square. For the second term, plus it is a square, that is a square sin square theta plus b square cos square theta minus 2ab cos theta sin theta. Okay. So your plus 2ab cos theta sin theta minus 2ab cos theta sin theta gets cancelled. Now you can take out common. So you can take a square common. So this will be square root of, when you take a square common, in the bracket you will have cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is equal to 1. In the next step we'll do it, plus take b square common. So you'll have sin square. So this is your b square sin square theta and b square cos square theta. So if you take b square common out, sin square theta plus cos square theta. Right? Sin square plus cos square is equal to 1. So this will be root of a square plus b square is your answer. This is quite an important question, but I just wonder how this has been a part of an MCQ. This is actually a 2 or a 3 mark question. So the answer is root of a square plus b square. Option number C is the correct answer. You can even remember it or quickly do it and see. Right? So which identity was used here? We used the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This was the identity that was used. Let's move on to the next question. If tan theta is equal to 5 by 2, then we did a similar question in the beginning of the video. So let's divide numerator and denominator by cos theta. So you can have 4 sin theta by cos theta plus, again you have an existing cos theta by cos theta whole divided by 4 sin by cos minus cos by cos. So this is equal to 1, right? So this will be equal to 4 sin by cos is tan theta plus 1 divided by, you have the denominator 4, sine by cos is tan, minus 1. So what is tan? It is 5 by 2. So let's substitute. So 4 multiplied by 5 by 2 plus 1 whole divided by 4 multiplied by 5 by 2 minus 1. So if you can cancel it out, right, 2 2s are 4. So this will be equal to 5 2s are 10 plus 1 divided by 10 minus 1, which is equal to 11 by 9 is the correct answer. Option number A is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, so this is also of a similar type. You are given 5 tan beta is equal to 4. So what is tan beta equal to? 4 by 5. Right? The question is 5 sin beta minus 2 cos beta divided by 5 sin beta plus 2 cos beta. So what is the way to do? Divide both numerator and denominator of each term of the numerator by cos beta. So in that case, what would you have? 5 sin beta by cos beta minus 2, cos by cos will be 1, whole divided by, again, 5 sin beta by cos beta plus 2. Again, cos and cos will get cancelled. So this is equal to, you can write it as 5 tan beta minus 2 whole divided by 5 tan beta plus 2. So just substitute. Tan beta is given as 4 by 5 minus 2 whole divided by 5 multiplied by 4 by 5 plus 2. So 5 and 5 would get cancelled. The answer is 4 minus 2 divided by 4 plus 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 plus 2 is 6. This is nothing but 1 by 3. So the correct answer is option number A, 1 by 3. Always remember, whenever you're given something in terms of tan, and if you have to solve a similar question, divide each term of numerator and denominator by cos. So you'll get sine by cos tan, and then cos by cos will get cancelled, which will be equal to 1. So you can directly apply whatever tan value you are given. So I think we would have seen some 3 or 4 questions related to the same concept. Moving on to the next question. If theta is 30 degrees, then the value of 3 tan theta. Just substitute. So 3 tan theta is 30 degree. So this is nothing but 3 multiplied by tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So this is nothing but 3 by root 3 is the correct answer. Option C is the right answer. Question number 38. Yes. So if x tan 60 cos 60 is equal to sine 60 into cos 60. So you should know all of these values in order to find the value of x. And then the angle also. Let's do it. So x multiplied by tan 60 is root 3 multiplied by cos 60 is 1 by 2 is equal to sine 60 root 3 by 2 multiplied by cot 60 is 1 by root 3. You can cancel a lot of the root 3 will get cancelled. So this will be nothing but, and 2 will also get cancelled here. Yeah. So what is left? X into root 3 is equal to 1, and x will be equal to 1 by root 3. So which of the options is equal to 1 by root 3? It is nothing but tan of 30 degree. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So the correct answer is option number B, tan 30. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. What is sin 30? 1 by 2. What is the other option? Cot of 30. It's just root 3. So you should know all of these angle values again. Let's move on to the next question. You are given sin theta is equal to A by B. Find cos. As we know, so sin square plus cos square is equal to 1. If you are given sin, so cos square is equal to 1 minus sin square, or cos is equal to root of 1 minus sin square. We can apply this identity. So again, cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sine square, right? Sine theta is a by b. So sine square will be a by b the whole square. So this is equal to root of 1 minus a square by b square. Take the LCM inside. So it will be root of b square minus a square by b square. Correct? So cos theta will be equal to, numerator will be root of b square minus a square. Denominator will be root of b square, which will be b. So that's your correct answer for cos theta. Express cos in terms of sine, substitute the value of sine. So root of b square minus a square by b, option number C is the correct answer. Let's move on to the 40th question. Yeah, secant a plus tan a multiplied by 1 minus sin a equals. Convert everything into sine and cos. So secant a is 1 by cos a plus tan is nothing but sine by cos multiplied by 1 minus sine. Let's solve it. So take the LCM of the first. So you'll have LCM common, LCM cos. Numerator 1 by sine multiplied by 1 minus sine. So you can multiply these two terms, a plus b into a minus b, which is a square minus b square by cos. So what is 1 minus sine square? It is cos square by cos. So 1 cos will get cancelled. This is equal to cos of a is the correct answer. You're just simplifying it and writing it in the lower form. So the option number D is the correct answer. Cos A is the right answer. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, if sine theta plus cos theta is equal to root 2, then tan theta plus cot theta is equal to. Quite an important question yet again. Let's do it. So sine theta plus cos theta is equal to root 2. What you have to do is squaring both the sides. Squaring both sides. So sine theta plus cos theta, the whole square is equal to root 2 the whole square. So expand it. A square sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 2. What is sine square plus cos square? It's equal to 1. So 1 plus 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to 2. 2 sine theta cos theta equal to 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. Right? So sine theta into cos theta is equal to 1 by 2. Let it be as it is. Now let us simplify tan. What you have to find is tan theta plus cot theta. So tan theta plus cot theta, I can write it again as tan theta is sine by cos plus cos by sine. Take the LCM, you have sine cos. So you have sine square plus cos square. This is equal to sine square plus cos square is 1 by sine into cos. What is sine into cos? We just got it. It's 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to 2. And that's your correct answer. Option number B. This question is very, very important. Reason is because when you are squaring both the sides, right, you have to stop at a particular point. That is sine theta into cos theta equal to 1 by 2. Just stop it there. And then take your tan theta plus cot theta. So convert everything into sine and cos. Again, you'll be getting in terms of sine into cos. Sine theta, cos theta. You have to substitute and then do. So this question is a little tricky question. Mark it as important. And please make sure you're revising it over and over again. Let's move to the next question. 42. Yeah, if cos A is 4 by 5, then the value of tan A is equal to. Let us use the identity. So what is sine square A? Is equal to 1 minus cos square A, right? So sine A will be equal to root of 1 minus cos square A. Cos A is given to you. Just substitute root of 1 minus cos A is 4 by 5, the whole square. So this is equal to square root of 1 minus 4 square, 16 by 25. Take the LCM. So this will be equal to square root of 25 minus 16 by 25. This is equal to square root of 9 by 25. Root of 9 is 3. Root of 25 is 5. you have got sine A value. So therefore, you were given cos A in the question, that is 4 by 5 is given in the question. You have got sine A is equal to 3 by 5. What do you have to calculate? You have to find out tan A. What is tan A equal to? Sine A by cos A, which is equal to 3 by 5 divided by 4 by 5. So by 5 will get cancelled. This is equal to 3 by 4. That's your correct answer. 3 by 4. Option number B is the right answer. Again important. Let's move on to the question number 43. So we'll do it the same way. You are given sine A. In the earlier question also you were given cos A. So either one of which, if it is given, you can find out the other. If cos A is given, you can find out sine A. If you know sine and cos, you can find out either cot or tan. So here in the next question, you are given sine A. Let's do it. So cos A will be equal to root of 1 minus sine square A. Just substitute root of 1 minus sine A is 1 by 2. So sine square A will be 1 by 2 the whole square. It's equal to root of 1 minus 1 by 4. Take LCM 4. So it will be 4 minus 1, 3 by 4. So this is equal to root 3 by 2 is your cos A. Right? If your cos A is known, sin A is known, we can find out what is cot A. Cot is nothing but cos by sine. What is cos? Root 3 by 2 divided by sine A is 1 by 2. Can cancel the denominator 2. So this is equal to just root 3. Answer is option number A, root 3 is the correct answer. Okay. Let's move on to the next question, question number 44. If sine theta is equal to A by B, what will be cos theta? I think we did a similar question. So cos theta will be equal to root of 1 minus sine square theta. So this is equal to 1 minus sine theta is A by B. So A by B the whole square. So this is equal to root of 1 minus A square by B square. So if you take the LCM, you'll have B square minus A square divided by B square. Split up the square root. In the numerator, you'll have root of B square minus A square divided by root of B square is just B. That's your cos theta. So sine theta is given as A by B, but we just need cos theta. So that's your answer. So cos theta is equal to root of B square minus A square by B. Option number C is the correct answer. Okay, you just have to find cos. If you were asked to find tan, you have to do sine by cos or cot cos by sine. In terms of A and B, you have to express it. Let's move on to question number 45. If triangle ABC right angled at C, so you have a right angled triangle ABC right angled at C, then the value of cos A plus B will be. So whenever, even if it is a right angle triangle, what is the sum of the three angles? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be 180 degree, right? Angle sum property of a triangle. You know that if one of the angle is 90 degree, that is angle C is right angle. So angle C is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, let this be 1, let this be 2, put 2 and 1. Put equation 2 in 1. So angle A plus angle B plus in place of C I'll write 90 degree is equal to 180. So angle A plus B will be 180 minus 90, which is 90 degree. What is asked? You are asked cos of A plus B. What is A plus B? This is equal to cos of A plus B is equal to 90 degree. What is cos 90? It is 0. Correct? So cos 90 is 0. So the correct answer is option number A, which is 0. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. Again, this is something which we already did. Sine A plus sine square A equal to 1. So, sine A will be equal to 1 minus sine square A, which is equal to cos square A. Right? So, sine A is equal to cos square A. Let this be 1. Squaring both the sides. So, you will get sine square A will be equal to cos square A the whole square, which is cos to the power 4A. Equation 2. So, from 1 and 2, you can just substitute cos square A plus cos to the power 4A is equal to, in place of cos square, I will write sine A, and in place of cos to the power 4A, I will write sine square A. This is equal to, as given in the question, it's equal to 1. So, the option A1 is the correct answer. Let's move on to the 47th question. Yeah. Sin alpha is 1 by 2. Cos alpha is 1 by 2. Find the value of alpha plus beta. So, sin alpha is equal to 1 by 2. So, 1 by 2 is sin 30. Therefore, alpha is equal to 30 degree. Cos beta is equal to 1 by 2. So, cos 60 is 1 by 2. So, I'll write cos 60. So, beta is equal to 60 degree. What is alpha plus beta? Add the two angles, 30 plus 60 degree, which is 90 degree. So, alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree is the correct answer. Option number D. Let's move on to the next question. 48. Again, this is a very similar question. Just convert everything into sine and cos. So, you are given tan theta is equal to, tan theta is nothing but 3 by 4. So, in the given question, divide everything by cos, divide every term of the numerator and denominator by cos. So, you will have 4 tan theta minus 1. I'm doing it directly because we've already seen this question, a similar question or the same question, divided by 4 tan theta plus 1. Just substitute. So, this is equal to 4 multiplied by tan theta is 3 by 4 minus 1 divided by 4 multiplied by 3 by 4 plus 1. So, 4 and 4 will get cancelled. 3 minus 1 divided by 3 plus 1. This is equal to 2 by 4 or 1 by 2. So, option number C is the correct answer. 1 by 2. Moving on to the next question, for question number 49. Yes, this is also a very good question. So, you are given sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. You have to find the value of sin to the power 4 theta plus cos to the power 4 theta. So, this is, you can take cos to the other side. Sin theta is equal to cos theta, or if I take sin theta by cos theta, it is equal to 1, which means tan theta is equal to 1. Which of tan of which angle is 1? It is tan 45. Tan 45 is equal to 1. And on comparing, theta is equal to 45 degree. So, now you can write sin to the power 4. In place of theta, I will write 45 degree plus cos to the power 4, 45 degree. Both sin 45 and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So, 1 by root 2 whole to the power 4 plus cos 45 is also 1 by root 2 whole to the power 4. So, this is nothing but 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 2 by 4. That is equal to 1 by 2 is the correct answer. Option number C, 1 by 2 is the right answer. Okay. I hope you are able to do it independently. Try pausing and try doing it independently. Question number 50, the last question of the day. This is from applications of trigonometry, but of course we will be doing that also in the coming videos. But let's do this. If a pole 6 meter high, so you have a pole which is 6 meter high, it casts a shadow which is 2 root 3 meters on the ground, then the sun's elevation. That, what do you mean by elevation? That means from the bottom. This is, okay, from the bottom up. So, let the triangle be A, B and C. So mark your hypotenuse, mark your perpendicular, and mark your base. You have to find theta. How will you do? What are the two things that you know? You know perpendicular and base. So you know tan theta is equal to P by B. What is your perpendicular? It is BC. What is base? It is AB. Just substitute. So tan theta is equal to 6 divided by AB is 2 root 3. So 2 3s are 6, 3 by root 3. So 3 by root 3 multiply numerator denominator by root 3. So this will be 3 root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 and 3 will get cancelled. So tan theta is equal to root 3 is what you are getting. Which tan of which angle is root 3? It is tan 60. Right? Tan 60 is root 3. Right? Therefore, the angle of elevation of the sun will be equal to 60 degree. That's your answer. So theta is equal to 60 degree. So basically, we have completed 50 MCQ questions, all picked from the previous year's CBSE question papers, sample papers. I am sure this was a good learning for you, and you practiced along with me. Please do check out the 50 MCQ questions from the chapter Arithmetic Progression in the playlist. And comment if you found this useful. Please do subscribe and please do share it with your friends. See you all in another video. Let's do a lot of maths every day. Thank you and happy learning.